Hey everybody, what's up from Roll, Minnesota, your state of skate. Hey, I'm Butch Lehman, and today we're in for another episode of Rolling Reactions. Today's episode features the living legend, something of a viral sensation, Ilia Savosin. Now, I don't want to downplay this like he's not good at skating, because his level of technicality is unlike anything I've ever seen, but also his creativity, and that's the thing that I'm really excited for in this video, is we're going to sit through a few different sections of his, and each one brings something unique and interesting to the table that I don't think we've quite seen ever in rollerblading history. Anyway, shout out to Ilia out there. I really like his skating, and it never gets boring, I'll just put it that way. Guys, let's check it out. Let's roll into some skating from Ilia Savosin. Alright, this first video is to promote Ilia's Fifth Element Pro Skate, the Aquamarine Edition, which you can see here, the Husky is chewing on it. But I've really liked Roces skates and how they do a number of different color palettes and color options. So you've got that element of customizability, and you can probably find something to fit just about any style or preference when it comes to color. What I really love about this video, though, is we're out in Siberia skating in the snow. That's something that, as a local of Minnesota, we have to deal with, is out making the best of those really cold winter sessions. But this is just cranking it up to a whole new level, especially as he takes this long fast slide at a ski resort, like in the park section. And it's amazing that people haven't like actually gone out and skated this more seriously. Does he just crotch that on purpose? A lot of danger in this video. Misty flipping over a fire. And fast sliding over it too. Like I said, he's kind of a viral meme, viral sensation. If you go to Ilia's channel, you're going to get videos unlike anything you've ever seen in rollerblading. He's grinding on a chain. He chained his skates together and he's grinding on a chain. Like, what more can I say? And a chair. But, you know, I think this adds a whole different element of creativity and interest to skating. And it's not like he's not an amazing skater. I mean, look at this. What is this? That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. He's just tap dancing around this P-rail in the snow. But again, it's that combination of like interesting, dynamic sense of humor and personality. And then you throw in some really top level skating. That's pretty much what you're going to get from Ilia, so I do feel like he's a breath of fresh air in an industry that can sometimes become stagnant or dormant with just that usual style of skating. Got some pretty nice tricks coming here. Alley-oop top acid, holding it well. And are we skating ice sculptures now? Probably the only time in my life that I've seen an alley-oop top sole on an ice sculpture to break dance out. Really scenic spot there, though. Got the Disaster Royale. And, you know, one of the things that I think a lot of people don't realize if you've never been in a cold climate skating is, yes, it's a little safer to fall. Like, you do have the snow to fall into, you're wearing more layers of clothes, so it does take some of the element of danger out. But on the other hand, the approach to a trick, so much more difficult. You slide out, it's really hard to wind into the spins, and just even to jump off the ground, like your feet slide a bit. Now, don't get me started on the landing. The landings are a thing of their own. Nice 360 sole there. Going down the slide. Ice slide. Ice slide, cess slide. I like how everybody there is just acting like this is a totally normal thing too. Like nobody was responding by staring at him or, you know, like celebrating. They're just like, yeah, that happened. Back flipping out into the giant snow pile. I'm not sure why, but I have to say, whenever he's out skating in these videos, it looks like he's having fun, and I think that's the most important part, especially since he does strike me as a younger skater. I don't know his exact age, you guys. Somebody in the comments let me know. But wow, he's misty flipped off that rail. Really cool gap there, too. But anyway, I think that's a really important thing in the youth of the sport, is to make it look fun and appealing to the masses, because that is something we're dealing with in the industry right now, is having an aging demographic. But folks like Ilia give me a lot of faith and a lot of hope and inspiration for our future, that not only will it be progressive in terms of ability and talent, but also in inspiring other people and getting attention from the masses. And so I do think it's a good combination between those two. So excellent part, Ilia, and congratulations on the skate. I'd call that one a warm-up, but it was actually quite cold. I think we're warming up now because, as you can see, significantly more conducive climate to rollerblading. And this is the most random thing I think I've ever seen, but he's got his skates in an empty freezer, a bottle, some extra wheels, And I think that was a jar of pickles. There you go. There was a jar of pickles. Again, how often have you seen somebody self-filming a grind on a rail while eating a pickle? I don't know if he's got a sponsor outside of skating sponsors, but somebody hooked this man up with like a Gedney pickle sponsor. And he's just in the freezer. I like how he incorporates the freezer into all the tricks here later on. Like transfers over the freezer back to the rail. Also, let's comment on this setup. This looks like it'd be very difficult to skate. That sign is all bent right down the middle. I don't imagine that would be easy to roll up. And this backyard skate setup is really cool. Lots of P-rails. Very scenic with the pine trees. I'd skate that. Not sure why, but this is insane. I don't know how anybody could grind up that, especially with the kind grind. Putting the tree to use, that ramp. What do you even say to that? This is a tough commentary, guys. I don't know what to say. My mind is blown on that one. That looks like it would be really hard on the quads, the hamstrings, maybe on some of the ligaments, MCLs, ACLs, LCLs. That's some control right there. 1 foot control. He just kicked the jar of pickles. Dude. Gotta protect the pickles. All of this looks like it was self-filmed too, which I think, I guess maybe not all of it. I don't know. Now we're grinding through fire though. But there's also an element of respect that I have for doing these level of tricks when it's self-filmed, because it's a lot easier to get motivated when you have a whole session going on with other people and you have those better angles. When you're by yourself, and I know this from experience, sometimes it's hard just to get into that headspace, that frame of mind where you're ready to, you know, unleash the fury. It was really cool at it though. The pickles sadly didn't survive. Okay, they definitely didn't survive. Man, that's brutal. Lastly, we'll wrap it up with this video from Roces. I think this is when they first picked him up as a sponsor. And this is actually the first video, my first exposure to seeing Ilia. And I remember being wowed by his skating, like, how have I never heard of this guy before? This one's a bit more conventional. There's no pickle skating or snow skating or skates that are strapped together with chains. But the level and quality of skating in here is still really impressive. Like the square side wall rail going alley-oop top acid. And the style that he's able to put down into that too. Just really controlled. Also, outspin sweaty. Very difficult trick to do. What a cool spot this is too, and I think that's the perfect trick for it, because you got the cross legs on the X grind and then the cross legs on this back Savannah. So I really like that. I kind of like the symmetry of keeping the legs crossed, but just in a different variation. 270 backslide. That's a really high alley-oop topsail there too. And locking right into the barrel on that one. This is another trick that I remember when I saw this, I was like, did he just cess slide up and then around and down a plane? Really cool spot. Really cool trick too. Looks like there's a lot of marble ledges over there. And that's something that I've only had the opportunity to skate a few times. There's some really, really nice marble ledges. And something about the quality and the consistency and the feel of the slide on a marble ledge really can't be replicated. Even when you have wax, even when you have skate parks that, you know, put in those types of obstacles to try to replicate it in a street plaza setting, there's just no substitute. Got some underbar action to transfer. I think Chris Farmer would be proud of that one. Hold that fish. Hold it. Ooh, to backslide. That's a classic switch up right there too. I don't know, guys. You'll have to let me know down in the comments who else I should feature on here as far as like up-and-coming young pros, the future of the sport. But tricks like this I think are really inspiring, and I've always liked flips. I've been more of an air skater, and when you can incorporate those elements into the street, I have a lot of respect for that. But I definitely want to shine the spotlight on some other deserving skaters that are, I don't know, maybe like getting to that point of becoming professional and chronicling that journey. So definitely let me know down in the comments who else I should feature. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this episode featuring Ilia Savosin. Now, I am a huge fan of his. I love the creativity that he brings to his skating, but also his personality and sense of humor and how he fuses those together into each and every one of his parts. Now, I also don't deny his level of skill. He's an incredibly technically talented skater and has tricks that, in some cases, I've literally never seen anybody else do. So you guys will have to let me know what you think of Ilia down in the comments below. Show him some love and some support. I think his style of skating is something that the masses within skating and beyond skating could gravitate towards. It's very watchable. Also, go check out his channel. He has a YouTube channel, and a lot of the videos there that I've been browsing through are really impressive in the same type of way as these ones. Anyway, guys, I'm Butch Lehman of Roll, Minnesota, reminding you to stay safe, stay healthy, and get out there and do some rollerblading. Till next time, everybody, peace.